Welcome back, everybody, to Shop for a Pop here on the WRESTLEDUDE YouTube channel. But today's episode is actually going to be a little bit shorter and a little bit more different because this is the Black Friday episode of Shop for a Pop. And I say that because I went out shopping for Black Friday and I ordered a lot of stuff online, so there really wasn't anything for me to vlog. I could have maybe vlogged going to the stores, but honestly, when I went to the stores, I didn't plan on getting any Funko Pops or wrestling figures or anything like that. I was kind of just looking for stuff for Christmas, which, as you guys can see up here, I got a new bookshelf for my new setup, but I'll probably show you guys the new setup in January, so keep an eye out for that. Looks pretty good. But yeah, I ended up getting a lot of cool stuff. I wanted to show it off for you guys, so really all this video is going to be is me showing off all the stuff that I bought. Small thing that I bought before we get started, if you can see there in the corner. Got another bottle of bubbly over there, if I can get my finger to point at it. There we go. Forced perspective, my ass. A little bit of bubbly right there. So yeah, I ended up getting another bottle of that. I'll probably drink that off screen, that way I don't have it bubble in my face like it did the past 2 times. But yeah, I ended up getting some cool stuff. Now remember, at the end of this video, we will award the top pop prize, which means the best pop out of any of these that we see in the video will be awarded that. Our reigning champ is Spider-Punk over here, so we'll figure out which one is going to be our next top pop. So don't forget to comment in the comment section below what your top pop is. But with that being said, let's just jump right in. Okay, so this first one, I already have it out of the package. I kind of had a couple of these things already out of the package already. But it's an Overwatch Funko Pop. I finally found the Reaper Funko Pop that I was looking for. If you guys watched the previous Shop for a Pop video, when I got the other 2 Overwatch Funko Pops, I said I was also looking for this one. I finally found it. I love his dynamic pose. He's got like this cape that like goes into some smoke, and it actually provides like a nice little stand to like keep him elevated. And his head moves a little bit. He's got his guns drawn. It's a very cool pose. Like I said, I don't really play Overwatch. I've watched some people play Overwatch. Seems interesting, you know. Although I'm pretty sure it's still a multiplayer game. I've never seen it in single player before, but if it is single player, I'll be interested in playing it. But yeah, happy to have that one in the collection. I guess that rounds out my Overwatch collection, I guess for now, so this one will probably go back up onto the shelf with the rest of the Overwatch ones. But if you want to see where the rest of those are, you'll have to wait until the setup tour video in January. Next up is actually going to be a custom Funko Pop. Now, I mentioned in the last Shop for a Pop video, I bought this Grindelwald Pop because I needed his body. I needed his little suit. And then while I was at Target, I found this Snoke Funko Pop for very, very cheap because the bottom of the box was just destroyed. So I ended up buying that. So I ended up using the body parts and the head to make this custom Joker Funko Pop. This is from the TV show of Gotham, which I actually have the whole Funko Pop collection of the Gotham Funko Pops. And they never mentioned that they were going to do any more, which bummed me out because there were still a lot of cool characters in that show that I would have loved to see Funko Pops of, including Jeremiah Valeska in the final episode, the finale of Gotham. He had his final version of Joker, or Jay, as many people call him, and I ended up doing it, I'd say, pretty well. I did a side-by-side photo on my Instagram account, so if you guys want to check that out after the video's over, go ahead and click on it. The link will be in the description, but, you know, I think it turned out pretty well. There's the Grindelwald body that I repainted. I cut off his little wand using, like, an X-Acto knife. Turned out pretty good. And then, yeah, the scars and stuff on the Snoke head turned out pretty good. I took some red paint and gave him the lips. I was wondering whether or not I should have him smile, but I ended up just going with regular lips. And then the hair is made out of green clay that I glued to it. But, you know, all in all, I'd say turned out pretty damn good. I'm happy to have this one in the collection. I've only done a few custom Funko Pops, but so far I have yet to disappoint myself. Okay, this next one, before we start getting into some of the bigger stuff, this next one is just kind of a random one that I got towards the end of my day. This is the Sentient Arm Morty Funko Pop. I got this one from my sister's husband. I mentioned that I collected Funko Pops, and then my sister ran out into his car and picked up this one, and he said that I could have it, so that's pretty cool. What the heck? There's like a Funko Pop on the back of this that says like Face Hugger Rick. I don't remember there ever being a face hugger in Rick and Morty. Maybe I just missed that episode, or maybe that's like an Easter egg or something. But yeah, happy to have this Rick and Morty Funko Pop in the collection. I also got a Beth Funko Pop, so now all I need is a summer Funko Pop, and then my Rick and Morty collection will be pretty much complete. I would like to have a normal Rick and Morty. I have the Purge suit Rick and Mortys right now, but you know, it's another cool one to add to the collection. This looks very cool. I would rather call this, instead of calling it Sentient Arm Morty though, I would call it Masturbation Arm Morty, if you guys have seen that Facebook meme. I think the next thing we're gonna do is this Batman GameStop mystery box. Now you can get one of 4 in this. You can either get 2 different versions of Batman, or you can get 2 different versions of Joker. Now my sister already looked into this because she was wondering which one I got, and she promised not to tell me, which she didn't. So we're gonna open it up here. I'm really hoping to get a Joker, so we'll see here. And oh, it's Batman. That's a bummer. Oh well. This does still look very cool, though. Let me show you the actual Funko Pop. Everything else is kind of the same. There's a keychain version of this. There's a Pez version. There's a little sticker. There's a little pin. I like that. That's very cool. But yeah, look at this. It's got Batman holding a little gaming controller. He's got a headset. He's like, I'm Batman. I am in Fortnite. But yeah, that looks very cool. Like I said, I was really hoping for a Joker, but I do know some people that have multiple versions of this mystery box and multiple Joker boxes, so I'm gonna see if maybe I can trade with them. I know they're very nice people and would definitely be down to trade. I just need to see if they're cool with it. If not, I might go out and try another one of these mystery boxes. Who knows? These are very fun. I like this type of mystery box because it's a mystery box that you'll be happy no matter which one you get. I do kind of hate those. I got lucky with the first mystery box that I did, and I got a Five Nights at Freddy's Funko Pop in it. I got lucky that time. This is only maybe like the second ever mystery Funko Pop box that I've gotten. I've bought other mystery stuff before. I think I've done bonus videos on the channel of them before, but it's very rare that I buy a mystery box because I'm so worried that I'm going to get something that I do not want at all. But I was happy to get this one. Like I said, I have no problem keeping this Batman if no one wants to trade it with me. But if someone does want to trade it with me with the Joker one, I will also be very happy for that. I know there's a Marvel version that I've been seeing around with like Deadpool. That one looks cool too, but I mean, I have a lot of Marvel, so I'm happy to have another DC one, but that looks cool. Looks very, very cool. Real quick, I'm gonna show you some of the stuff that I picked up while Black Friday shopping. I went to Walmart and I looked around in the wrestling figure section. They had jack nothing. But they did have a cool 2-pack of the Iconics, so I ended up picking up this Billy Kay and Peyton Royce 2-packs of the Iconics. They're pretty cool. I like them. They're kind of basic figures, you know. They got a little bit of articulation and stuff like that. But, you know, I just didn't want my trip to Walmart to be a total bust, so I ended up picking up my bookshelf and a couple other things for Christmas, and then these two. So I ended up picking those ones up. I'll probably keep them in the collection for a little while. I don't know. I might end up selling them someday. Who knows? If I ended up coming up on something better. But they're really cool. Some would say that they look very... Also from the store, I got this at Target. I got this Iron Sheik retro figure. So now I have the complete wave of this series, which was Iron Sheik Zack Ryder, Braun Strowman, and Jeff Hardy. I would love to find a couple more of these retro figures. These are very cool. I like the retro style of them. I would love to pick up a couple more of them. Apparently, they're not selling these anymore because they're doing the WWE/He-Man series of figures. So it kind of bums me out that we may not be getting any more of these. Who knows? Maybe they're doing the He-Man stuff and then they'll go back to the retro figures. But if it is a way to go out, it's kind of a stinker just because, like, this wasn't really an exciting line. Like, the only reason I got Iron Sheik was to complete the set. There were a lot of cooler ones in the early series, but, I mean, it's nice to have this one. Very cool. I like it. I like the paint job on it. It's cool to have it in the collection, you know? Thought it was very nice. Okay, let's move on to another 2-pack here. This one I picked up at Target as well. It was one that I was looking for a while. It's the 2-pack of Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks in their special attires from when they wrestled in Abu Dhabi? I don't know. I could be wrong. I know it was somewhere in the Middle East where they don't normally allow women to wrestle or compete. So it was cool to have this. I love the Alexa Bliss attire. The Sasha Banks one looks very, very cool. You know, it's just a cool little part of history to have in the collection, you know? These look very cool. I'm a huge Alexa Bliss fan. Obviously, she's from Columbus, Ohio, like me. Happy to have this in the collection. I'll probably take it out of the packaging and display it on the shelf, but, you know, looks very cool. And I would definitely say that this was the best one in the series, considering the other options are the Bar and then Goldberg and Stone Cold Steve Austin. So this was definitely the best one out of this entire set that I could have gotten. Let's go with this. This is another Fortnite one. This is Tomato Head. I've kind of been trying to look for a couple more Fortnite ones, you know? Like I said, I remember saying this in an earlier video about Funko Pops, that really the only Funko Pops Fortnite-wise I was looking for were a llama and then 2 of the dinosaurs, the Rex and the Triceratops. I had those ones, and then I got Ragnarok because I thought that one looked cool, and then I got another llama because I got the glow-in-the-dark one in the last Shop for a Pop video, and then I picked up, did I say Leviathan? I had Omega, and, you know, I kind of want to pick up a couple more because there are a lot of cool designs. I kind of want to pick up Valor, Drift, and Raven. And then they announced some new ones coming out pretty soon. They have Peely, and they have like the White Raven version. They have a couple other ones. I was really bummed that they never announced so far a Funko Pop version of the big robot that fought in the live event, and then a Funko Pop version of the monster from Polar Peak. I feel like those would be very cool ones, especially if they're like the really tall Funko Pops. Those would be really tall Funko Pops that I would buy if they were the only ones that existed. Those would definitely be the first ones for me to buy. But, you know, I wanted another Fortnite Funko Pop. I like the Tomato Head guy design. Looks very cool. Comes with its little harvesting tool. Just another cool one to add to the Fortnite collection. I also want to get some default skin Fortnite Funko Pops, just because, I mean, default lives matter, you know? C-Day, shout out. Speaking of which, I would also like to get a Raptor Funko Pop from the Fortnite collection. Ooh. I kind of want to show this one off last in the set. Okay. This next one I also picked up at Target, and I was so shocked to see it there. But I already took it out of the box, and I set it up on the shelf. But it is and if you've already seen the community tab, I bought this, the Golden Rock, the 20th anniversary of SmackDown Rock. And it looks so cool. Like I said, it's gold, and I found it at Target, and I was so shocked to see it there. I was like looking at the TVs, and I like looked down the aisle towards the Funko Pops, and I see this blue box with like a little gold figure on the side. I just looked at it from far away. I was squinting. I was like, that can't be right. Like, there's no way. There's no way I can be this lucky. I like pushed my cart up, and as I got closer and closer, it like came more clear into view, and I saw the front of it. I was like, oh my god, and I immediately grabbed it off the shelf, and I almost like kind of looked around just to see if like anyone was gonna tackle me for it. But I was not expecting to go to that Target today and see this friggin' Rock Funko Pop there. I had to pick it up. 20th anniversary of SmackDown Golden Rock. It was one that I could not pass up, but it is an awesome one. I'm happy to have it in the collection. We'll have to find out at the end of the video if it gets the top pop prize. Who knows? I'm probably going to do these two as a set just because the story behind this is very crazy. So, it's the same place that I got my Welch's from, but I went to a Dollar General and I was looking around for like some Christmas cookies and like candy and stuff, and I went down the toy aisle, and it was so weird. I ended up finding these WWE WrestleMania Elites. It was just so crazy. They had the entire set. They had Undertaker, Triple H, Scott Hall, and Sasha Banks. The only two that I got were Triple H and The Undertaker. And I know I already have an Undertaker. I actually have two. But I picked this one up too just because I love The Undertaker. I picked up this Triple H because he comes with the sledgehammer and he comes with my favorite championship, the World's Heavyweight Championship. You know, like the big gold belt. I've had this belt since I was like 10 years old. I love it so much. But it has my favorite belt, so I could not pass this up. And also there was a deal. It was like buy one, get one 50% off. So I bought two. I was thinking about buying the other two, the Sasha Banks and the Scott Hall, but I mean, I'm a bigger fan of Triple H and The Undertaker. So I was happy to find those. It was just so crazy seeing them in a dollar store. Like, I just went down the friggin' toy aisle just for shits and giggles, and then all of a sudden I see sitting on the shelf a bunch of awesome wrestling figures. I just wasn't expecting that. Let's see here. This was also something I ordered online. This is another Elite. This is a Alexa Bliss. And if you guys saw the previous video for Shop for a Pop, you will know that I went to Walgreens and I picked up an Alexa Bliss with the Raw Women's Championship. But I ordered this Survivor Series edition off of Amazon, and the reason why is pretty simple. Like I mentioned earlier, Alexa Bliss is from Columbus, Ohio. And our football team is the Ohio State Buckeyes. And our color scheme is, look, you can see my Joker painting in the reflection. Our color scheme for our team is scarlet and gray. And this figure's attire is scarlet and gray. So that's really one of the big reasons why I got this, was because of the scarlet and gray color scheme. Yeah, it comes with another Raw Women's Championship. Cool. Happy to have another championship title in the mix. I'll probably display this one on the shelf as well. I'll probably display it with the Raw Women's Championship, so that'll be cool. I also like her little face design here. There we go. She's supposed to look very angry, and she may look angry, but I'm very happy to have this one in the collection. Let's see here. Let's go back to Funko Pops. This is another Funko Pop, another thing that I ordered off of Amazon. I got the 2-pack of the Young Bucks, so now I have all of the New Japan ones from the Bullet Club. So I didn't get the Hot Topic version just because I think the Hot Topic version costed quite a bit more. So I ended up picking up this version. I like it. Looks very cool. They were having a good deal on Black Friday, so I ended up picking this up. So yeah, now I have the Young Bucks in the collection. Looks very cool. I like that they're in their dynamic pose, like flexing to the sides. Looks very cool. I'll probably display it along with the other New Japan ones. But yeah, happy to have this one in the collection. Very, very cool. I was happy to get it for a good price on Amazon. Okay, we got two more things here. I'm going to show this off. This is another wrestling figure. And since I got started collecting wrestling figures again, I really wanted a Finn Balor. And you guys saw in the first toy hunt video that I did, I found a Finn Balor hidden at Target. And I was really bummed out because I wanted a demon Finn Balor. And there's a lady on Instagram that I follow I think her Instagram's called the Chick Foley Show. I don't know. I'll try to link it. But she told me about a Finn Balor on Ringside Collectibles that they're selling. And it is the one that I have here. It is the Finn Balor, Demon Balor Ultimate Edition. And I've seen the Ultimate Warrior version, and I've seen the Ronda Rousey version. I have not seen the Finn Balor version in stores. And it looks so freaking cool. It has interchangeable hands. It has the little skirt that he wore at WrestleMania. Has the headdress. Has an interchangeable head. And then it has all the bells and whistles. The body can move around and do all sorts of different poses. The box looks so cool. I actually want to make sure that I keep the box in good condition, because this box looks so beautiful. I don't know what it is about it. It just looks so beautiful. I don't know. It just looks so awesome. I was glad that I picked this up. I was glad the Chick Foley show steered me in the right direction, getting the best Finn Balor possible. Looks very, very cool. Finn Balor has some of the coolest wrestling figures out there, so I was very happy to get that. Let's move on to the final thing, the final Funko Pop. If you guys remember, in the debut episode of Shop for a Pop, the whole goal was to go around looking for Avengers Endgame Funko Pops. And one that I was really looking forward to finding was the Captain America from the new Endgame wave, with like the cool lightning and the sledgehammer, or Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, and the broken shield and stuff like that. And I did not find it. And I ended up going to another GameStop with my mother when she was getting stuff for Thanksgiving. And there was a GameStop next door, so I stopped in, asked them if they had it. They said no. And they said, we can look up by store which ones have it and which ones don't. So they printed me off a list of every GameStop in my area. And the top of the list showed that one GameStop in downtown Columbus had one Captain America left. And so I called them and I asked them, hey, can you hold this for me? And they said, absolutely. So I went in there and I ended up finally picking up the Captain America from the Avengers Endgame line with broken shield, jumping out of the lightning with Mjolnir. I was so happy to finally find this. The GameStop there looked so cool. It was very big, and it was like right across from a very big, very, very big Barnes & Noble. So if once I end up doing another actual vlog version of Shop for a Pop, I'll probably end up going to that GameStop again, and then I'll end up going to that Barnes & Noble. But my God, I was so happy to finally get this one in the collection. If you guys watched that video, you'll know how hard I searched for this. It looks so cool. I'm actually now pissed that... Hold on a second. I'm actually very pissed that I spent $100 on this one online, and then I got the even cooler version for cheaper. Like, god damn it. I'm sure this will be a nice collector's item later on down the line, but I was so bummed out. I bought this, and then like a month later they showed off pictures for this. I was just like, this one should have been the exclusive, and this one should have been the common one. Like, I'm happy either way, but still, like, I'm freaking up in arms, so freaking happy that I have this one in the collection. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the video, which means it is time to reward one of these Funko Pops with the prize of Top Pop. And this is already the second episode, and I am having the hardest decision with this, so make sure you leave me a comment of what you guys thought was the coolest pop in this video. But I've narrowed it down to two. Obviously, one of the top contenders is the Captain America, and then the other one is the Golden Rock. I am just so torn, because this one I have been looking for so long, and I finally got my hands on it. But then this one I just saw out of complete randomness at a Target, and it's so cool, and it's wrestling related, which I like that. I don't have a lot of wrestling ones, so I'm happy to have this one. But also this one is one that I was looking for so long. So if you had to choose between these two, which would you pick? The Rock, the Golden Rock, or the Captain America? Although after a long consideration, I had to narrow it down to just one. So, as of this episode, your winner And top pop prize goes to... It goes to Captain America. After thinking about it for a long time, you know, this rock one is cool, but I could have done without this. Like, my collection would have been cool without this. This one, I have been looking for this one for so long that it means a lot to finally find it for the collection. So this one is definitely your top pop winner. This was definitely a great one. If you feel differently, comment down below. But this one, as of right now for this episode, is your top pop prize winner. And he is worthy of not just Mjolnir, but that top pop prize. Well, there you have it, you guys. That is your Black Friday edition of Shop for a Pop here on the WRESTLEDUDE YouTube channel. Congrats to our new top pop for this video, Captain America. Let me know in the comments section what stuff from this video that you thought was pretty cool. I want to appreciate you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next episode when we shop for a pop.